All right, welcome back and welcome to episode 174 of Those Millennials podcast. Today I'm your humble, grateful, extremely thankful host, K the Classic. I'm here with my nearest and dearest, my boys and friends in real life. Rell's here. Rell, how you doing? How's your pockets? How's your mental health?
It's Gucci Mane.
Uh, it's just me and Rell tonight. The two-man weave. Welcome to our first episode in October. Happy October to everybody. Happy fall. Summer's finally gone in the rearview mirror. At least that's what they say. Not out here in Vegas because it's still supposed to be 90 this week. It pisses me off. But we made it. First and foremost, before we get this pod started, I like to get the RIPs off top, especially, and then one just happened, hit the wire today. I want to give a big RIP to Dick Butkus, NFL legend, Bears legend. The reason why the Bears, I just thought I didn't even think about that, real. The reason why the Bears won right now.
Yeah, yeah.
They did it
I
for
mean,
Dick
I hit him.
Butkus. They did
I
it for
hit him
Dick
plus
Butkus.
six.
Huh?
I hit him plus six.
They did it for Dick Butkus. I didn't even think about that. Why did that slip my mind? Anyway, the Bears just beat the Washington Commanders. So like kind of shockingly by like 20, put 40 on their head. But well, I'm sure we'll talk about that when we get to Rell's picks. But speaking of football, before we get started, Rell. Speaking of football, Rell, you took a little trip this weekend, and I'm sure you want to share about your experience because you went over there and been a
Uh,
coon. You went to Colorado and was a coon.
Fuck you, nigga. Second, no, it was cool. I just want to say, all the people on board, it was cool. It was a good little
You tell
experience.
people
I
what you
had a
did and what
did not
game you
cut me
went
off.
to.
Did not cut me off.
My bad. Keep going. Just saying.
Well, this past weekend, I went to the SC Colorado game out in Boulder. It was niggas in Boulder. Um, Uh, well, yeah, it was just a great experience. I just thought like it was cool. Like how people like the whole town dresses up like Dion. Like literally, like everybody walks around with headsets,
Sunglasses.
socks on, like it's crazy. It's literally crazy. Like people are literally walking around the town dressed like Dion.
I think that's
With
fly.
the We Coming shirts. It's almost it felt like a prophesized type of thing. I felt like I was in a Jordan Peele movie. It was like just everybody was just so obsessed with Deion Sanders that but overall the game was incredible.
Wasn't
I
that
think
competitive?
right now, I think the two best quarterbacks right now in the world, regardless of sports. Even though I stole some of this from Nick Wright and some of this from Joel Klatt, I think the two best quarterbacks in football, Patrick Mahomes, and number two is Caleb Williams. Regardless of sport, like
I know he says that.
regardless of wherever they're at, I think Caleb Williams is that good right now. Like I
I
think
think Nick Wright
he's
says on Mahomes Mountain that Caleb Williams is like his number fourth, and I was like, nigga, the nigga's not even in the league yet.
yeah, Caleb Williams is special, bro. I've never seen what like the things that I've
He has
seen.
On Mahomes Mountain. He has Mahomes number one, and then I forgot who he has in. I forget the order, but I know he had Caleb Williams up there, and it makes his other co-host mad. It's like, yo, like, the nigga's not even in there.
I know. I believe that right now, if you were just to do just a regular draft, if you could tell every all 32 NFL teams you could have access to every quarterback available. I believe in the draft it would go Mahomes one, Caleb Williams two. Like I just think that's how
I got a
good
question
Caleb
for you.
is.
I got a question for you.
Hmm.
I don't doubt you, but if Caleb Williams, excuse me, was in the same draft as the Andrew Luck RG3 draft, where would he rank? Where would he go? Don't think about their career now. Think about them then. Don't think about what they did in the NFL. Think
He'd
about
be
them coming
ahead.
out.
He'd be ahead of the Luck based off what he can do.
All right, okay.
He'd be ahead of Luck because no, I'm just telling you just because here's the
Why
thing.
wouldn't he be ahead of RG3?
He'd be ahead of no. Well, Luck was ahead of RG3. Luck was the number one
So,
quarterback in
so
that
you're saying
draft.
he'd be he just I know Luck was ahead of RG3, so he'd be ahead of Luck.
No, because
So okay, so let
you
me ask
can't.
another way. So Caleb Williams is a better prospect than Andrew Luck was.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you.
I just if you watch the base, like from what I saw, this but like he has no. like really no form where like he does shit so
And no other.
unconventional.
And sorry, not to cut you off one more time, but and no other quarterback since the Luck RG3 is it'd be the same thing, right? Like he'd be the number one out of all the quarterbacks since then. How Luck was draft was what 14? No, like 11 years ago,
I
12
mean, yeah,
years.
because he been retired fucking 4 years. He only played 7.
Yeah, so like so 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And there hasn't been a draft. There hasn't been a quarterback prospect better than right since.
No,
So
because I don't even think Joe Burrow he was good, but he wasn't better than Luck. No.
okay. So
But no, but yeah, overall my experience in Boulder was great. I saw Instagram influencer Lou Young. We was on the same flight actually, on the United flight out of Denver back to Vegas because he was coming back to the Canelo fight. We was on the same flight,
who
and
and
so
you
he
and who?
ran Lou Young, the Instagrammer that I took a video with. We ended up being on the same fucking flight, the United back to Vegas. So out of Denver. But overall, the people in Boulder was cool. It was cool. I was like, and I was sitting in the section where was like, I mean, I was guessing somebody, so I was sitting in the section with a lot of Boulder as Colorado fans, and all the people
And you
there
wore
were
your
fucking
SC
cool.
and you wear your SC hoodie.
Yeah, man, and I wasn't talking shit. I was just teaching how these motherfuckers how to bet. You know, I had the whole section, cheering with my over. So, but overall, good time in Boulder. Niggas in Boulder pulled up for Prime though. Just to let everybody know that niggas is coming out for Prime for the other team and his team. So there's just gonna be niggas out there. So the niggas is coming out there, bring the niggas in.
Okay. I don't even know how to transition from that, but I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad you had a good experience. I just wish you would have wore the proper gear going out there and not be a coon. All right. So again, speaking of football, Rel, we can definitely 100% get to your picks. What'd you go last week?
3-0.
Rel went 3-0. So we're out here trying to make you guys win some money. And Rel's picks is sponsored by once again by Radio Shack for all your electronic needs. Please go to the nearest Radio Shack. Rel, you want to ready to give your picks?
All right. So this week I want to go with a 3-team parlay. I went 3-0 last week. I'm gonna go with the Bengals -3. They're at the Cardinals. I just think that they got to get it together.
They're gonna get hit. They're gonna get him killed. He should be sitting out. He's 2 weeks away from the bye week. He should have been sitting out.
Should have been sitting out. I don't know, man. I'm gonna go. I'm going with the Bengals -3. I hope he gets the shit together. But I got an upset special. I'm going with the Rams +4 at home versus the Eagles. I don't think the Eagles are that good. They've been struggling a lot this year. Rams are playing pretty hard.
They're nothing
So
without
I
that
got
push play. Keep going.
yeah.
I'm just playing.
And then for my last play, I got the Texans -1. They're playing the. I mean, no. I'm sorry. I got the Falcons -1.
I was saying, isn't Texans playing the Colts? No.
No. Texans are playing the Falcons. So I got the Falcons -1.
Okay.
So Falcons -1 versus the Texans. I got the Rams +4 versus the Eagles. And then I got the what was my first one that I said? The Bengals -3. So Bengals, Rams, Falcons, points. Bengals, Rams, Falcons, points.
Nice little parlay. I can see all those ones. So that means
But I got one lock of the week though. That's what damn it, I almost forgot. I don't want to put this in the parlay. That's what I was gonna do. The Vikings points this week at home versus Mahomes. Mahomes, this is what I like to call a rat game. This is a rat line. This is the part. Remember in Goodfellas when Robert De Niro was trying to get the lady to go in there and get the dresses out because he was gonna whack her when she got inside. This is what this game is. Vegas wants you to hit Kansas City -3. But you got to be smart. Hit the Vikings +3.5. This game is gonna be tight and sprinkle a little on the money line. If you get down like that.
You know damn well the NFL not about to have the Kansas City Taylor Swifts lose anytime soon.
I'm telling you, dude, that's my Rell lock of the year. You can put this on there. This is my one play I give you that's guaranteed to hit. This is the lock of the year.
Lock of the year.
Vikings.
I would say the lock of the year is the this is just me. I would say the lock of the year is the Jaguars beating the shit out of the Bills in that London game, but nobody bets on London game, so that's just me.
No,
Because they've been over there. Because the Jags have been over there, and the Bills
Bills
are
are
will
the
let the
Bills are
Bills
laying 5.
no disrespect to Jesse, but the Bills will let you down. After a big game like what we just saw last week, they quick to let you down.
I mean, you can talk me into Jaguars +5, but
they've
not
been
the
over there
money line.
longer. They've been over there for 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel if I had to throw my little 2 cents on the pick, that'd be one I'd take. I'd take the Jags over the Bills because everybody's gonna be riding the Bills right now after what they did to Miami. What them and Josh Allen did to Miami. All right. So not list. We're gonna get to the not list real quick. So for those who are new here, not list is compiled of a list of stuff that I've compiled throughout the week, and we're gonna just hit on them real quick. Not a lot of times we don't hit them real quick, but staying in football, number 1 on the not list. It's telling me to go to my phone, which is usually always the best not list stuff. So staying in football, number 1 on that list. Brock Purdy has reveals that he still has a roommate and he splits his rent and he drives a Toyota Purdy's salary is $870K a year in San Francisco, and he says San Francisco is a very expensive place to live. My question, this is a question I got for you too, and I know the reason why, but I still want to ask it. We've only mentioned Taylor twice so far on this podcast, and this is the second time or third time I'm going to mention her, but I know what we already know what the NFL is doing with Taylor and stuff. We've done a good job of not speaking about her a lot on here because we haven't done it. To me, I don't know why it's week 5, and the biggest story in football to me it should be Brock Purdy. I don't know why. Literally, Mr. Irrelevant hasn't lost a game where he started and finished. Last week, he completed 99% of his passes, I think. Only missed one completion. And I know what everybody's going to say. He's surrounded by so much talent. He's surrounded by so much thing. He got Christian McCaffrey over there. He got Debo over there. That's cool. Some of these throws is not just dink and dunks, game manager throws. This is the reason why the San Francisco 49ers can be as good as they are because they can pay Brock Purdy. They got a quarterback who they ain't got to pay the big money to. Like I just told you his salary right now.
He's on a rookie contract, so
yeah. I know, but it's even lower because he's literally the last pick in the draft.
Yeah. So I mean, he makes it. I mean, he makes it.
But see, they again, he gets paid that money so they can put money elsewhere. That's why the team is as good as it is. They can spread the money around.
But then the Roosters come home
other places.
Because then
I just feel like this should be. I feel like this story is just being again. San Francisco is the shit. They're arguably the best. I mean, shit. I don't even know if it's arguably, but they're the best team in football, in my opinion, for my money, on all sides, on all phases of the football. And they're not being talked about. Their quarterback's not being talked about enough. Brock Purdy. Like when they talk about MVP odds, they're talking about Christian McCaffrey, who's well deserved.
Because they should.
I was just saying that they're talking about Christian McCaffrey as they should, but Brock Purdy's name should be mentioned in that as well, in my opinion.
Yeah, he does. He has higher odds than Christian McCaffrey, which I think is bullshit. I think Christian McCaffrey should have higher odds than Brock Purdy. Because Brock Purdy does a lot, but I think it should be close. But I think they should take away votes from each other because Christian McCaffrey had 4 touchdowns. He's playing out of his mind as well. But
I'm not taking away from them. They should both. They like you said, they both should have MVP. It's week 5. We shouldn't barely be talking about MVP anyway. But since we are, I definitely think that Brock Purdy's name should be mentioned more. And I feel like this is one of the most underutilized stories in the NFL, and it's not being used. And I'm not even trying to say this at you. On Sunday Night Football, he plays against quote unquote America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. If he does what he's been doing to that Dallas Cowboys defense, I don't know why we don't talk about this man more. He should.
Which he hasn't, because last year we kicked his ass, and this year we're going to do the same.
All I'm saying is
Well, we kicked his. We'll go back and look at the numbers because we kicked his ass last year. He didn't have a good game versus. He didn't have a good game versus. So he doesn't play well versus this defense, and he won't.
All I'm saying is if he does it again, we should be talking about this man again.
He won't. If they win, it'll be because of their defense and Christian McCaffrey. These are the games that you need. These are the games you need CMC because you can run the ball against Dallas. Where we're going
today,
to
so today, you trust Dak more than Brock Purdy?
I don't know. I don't know. It's close. It's close. It's close. It's closer than you make it.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Yeah. So big game on Sunday Night Football. We'll see. And I want this man to get his flowers. Literally the last pick in the NFL draft, and he's just barely being talked about on the best team in the NFL. All right. So that was number 1 on the not list. Number 2 on the not list, which is something that I said originally on I think last week's not list, but it was confirmed today by Ramona Shelburne that the Bay Area / Golden State San Diego area is getting a WNBA team. They're going to be known as the Golden State. They haven't announced the name of the WNBA team yet, but they said there's going to be known as the Golden State, whatever the team's name is. So because it's going to be not only Oakland's team, it's going to be San Diego's team. It's going to be for the whole Bay Area. So I think that's fly. Congratulations. The WNBA is finally expanding. This is going to be in 2025, if I remember correctly off the top of my head. And they haven't announced the other team because with expansion, you can't just do one team. You have to do 2. But the rumors are that Portland's going to be the second team that gets a WNBA team. So, Rell, what do you think about that?
Should be Toronto over Portland, but
I agree. I think you think you mentioned that. I think you said, I agree with that. I think Toronto, or if just do Canada. Fuck it. Just do Canada. If you want to just do it that way, just do Canada. But I think that's dope. I can't wait. We haven't had expansion in any of the major four major sports in, I want to say, a while. Since when's the last time expansion happened? Bobcats? No, it wasn't. Bobcats. Was it?
Yeah, for the NBA, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that was the last time expansion happened. That was a while ago. Okay, but yeah, I think that's awesome. The WNBA is expanding, and as we've talked about many times, we are big advocates of the WNBA. Speaking of the WNBA, this was not on that list, but since it's happened, since it's happened since we recorded, the WNBA finals is set. It's the teams that we knew was going to be in WNBA finals start on Sunday. It's going to be the the world champion Las Vegas Aces against the New York Liberty. The New York Liberty is a super team. I would say the Aces is not the super team because they do not have Candace Parker. Still no word on Candace Parker. Not a peep. Not a word. Nothing at all. I can't wait for this finals. I know Dustin and Gab are probably going to go to the games. I'm already woozy. I already have FOMO about how I have an idea how this finals is going to turn out. So I will go to a game if I told my homie, because he was telling me, he was like, I was trying to take me and my girl to one of the games. He was mad at he was mad at me for whatever reason, because he was like, oh, both of the games are sold out here in Vegas. And I was like, I didn't even get no tickets. I was like, I looked at him and I was like, I'm cool. But if they do come back here, I'll probably go to like a game 5 or something. I'll try to be in the building for that for sure. But I have an idea how this series is gonna go, so we'll see. Rell, who you got in the series? Well, you got money on the Liberty, right? You got money on the Liberty. But
yeah, Liberty's gonna win this series.
Last week you came in here talking about you switch and you was rooting for the Aces. You just a flip flopping.
What are you talking about?
It's recorded, so it doesn't mean you can do what you're talking about, but it's on wax.
Wouldn't know this because what are you talking about?
Yeah, okay. Well,
show me the video. Record. Okay. Show me the poster. I never said anything positive about the Aces. I've always said the Liberty was gonna win it all. So
That's cap. But hey man, it's cool. You do the same thing with the Cowboys. You flip flop. Anyway, go Aces. Which one is this number? I want to say number 3 on the not list. Yeah, number 3 on the not list. So for those who don't know, the Las Vegas Sphere opened last weekend with U2 having again what looked like an incredible concert to open it. It looked like it was the perfect band to utilize all the technology that they had in the Las Vegas Sphere. But along with that, so the Las Vegas Sphere started announcing its prices for advertising on the Sphere. Bro, did you see this? Did you see how much it costs to advertise on the Sphere?
Mm.
So to advertise on the Las Vegas Sphere, it charges 500K per day for advertising on the Las Vegas Sphere.
That's crazy.
500K a day to for you to have your advertisement on the Las Vegas Sphere. Now I tell you, it's gonna be there's gonna be people advertising on there. So that's but I I think that's dope because that's gonna separate having no disrespect. Say like some used car sales person, used car lot decides to put wants to advertise on the Spear. They can't afford to do that shit. So it's only gonna be advertisements for big shit, which I think that's dope. I think that's fly.
Yeah,
Like
it's a dope. It looks
Apple's
dope.
concerts, like entertainers. Like I think that's the only thing that's gonna be like when events happen. Like I'm sure F1 will have some kind of advertisement on there. Like when obviously when Summer League was out here, they had Summer League advertisement on there. I'm sure when the midseason tournament comes out here, they'll have advertisement on the Spear. So I think the price is while it is hefty, and I ain't paying it obviously, but I think it separates like we you know how out here in Vegas everywhere with the billboards you have the no disrespect but the stupid little injury returnees and stuff on every billboard every corner. It separates from those bozos, no disrespect,
Yeah.
for having for having them on the Spear, right? Like the when you go to the movies out here, it's Demopolis, the fake what's his name? Demopolis? What's his name? I forget his name. Yeah, yeah. He can't in my opinion, he might have that his pockets might be that deep. And I'm gonna be mad if his pockets that deep, but
Who knows?
he might be able to advertise that shit. I'm gonna be hot. But yeah, I thought that was dope. Number 4 on the not list. This one was another fairly recent one. So The Rock has reached out to Colin Kaepernick and his representation for him to try to play in the XFL. I don't think Colin or his reputation has responded back. We talked to I don't know if we talk about Colin in his letter a little bit on I don't think we
No.
did. I think we talked about it before pod. So for those who don't know, during this was like 2 weeks ago, when Aaron Rodgers got hurt on the Jets, and Zach Wilson was not exactly balling out, playing well. You know, the talk of all the talking head shows and of media was replacing Zach Wilson and having him be benched, and a lot of names came up. And Colin Kaepernick wrote a letter to ownership of the Jets that J. Cole spoke with Cap and posted so people can see that he still was passionate and still wanted to play in NFL, because some people still didn't think he still wanted to play in the NFL. But yeah, obviously the Jets went a different route. They kept with Zach Wilson, and Zach Wilson actually played his best game in his career last week. Still lost, but played his best game in his career last week in the Taylor Swift game. If I remember correctly. The first Taylor Swift game. Was it the second Taylor Swift game? I don't remember. Was it the first Taylor Swift game?
Yeah, first the Bears.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. So The Rock and if you don't know, The Rock. I don't know if he's the majority. Is he the majority owner of the XFL?
Yeah,
I think he is. Yeah. So yeah, he's reached out to Colin Kaepernick, his representation, to see if he can get Cap to play in XFL. So we'll see. We'll monitor this and see where this goes. So Rel, do you think Cap should play in the XFL?
I mean, I believe this is going to be probably his best opportunity to play because I think the NFL has passed the by. Unfortunately, I think sometimes the game it just takes too long. He's been out of the game, even though he works. And maybe if he were to
I
do
said if
some,
he wows some people, he might be. I think it's worth a shot.
I think it's worth a shot.
I think it's worth a
But
shot.
I don't think he was going to play it.
I don't think I don't. Yeah, I think we've talked about. I don't like I said we didn't talk about this on pod, but we definitely talked about this. I think Cap's time is past in the NFL. I think it's too risky, and it's easier because he's older. But if he was to go there and ball out, I mean, shit, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Um, Number 5 on that list. After 6 years of being bankrupt and being out of business, Toys R Us is coming back, and they're opening 24 new stores. I hate this as a person that once applied for Toys R Us and they never hired me. So I've had a solo hate tour of Toys R Us, and I think this is just in time for the holidays. So for those who wants to be a Toys R Us kid, you can still be a Toys R Us kid because they're coming back. I had a list of the stores, but I couldn't find it. So yeah, 24 stores are going to be opening for Toys R Us, and we'll see how that goes. Probably going to go back out of business, so we'll see how that goes. All right. So done with that list. Pretty straight up and clean. So we're going to talk a little bit about Drake and for all my dogs and how people are hot that he's dropping his album at 6 a.m. But before we get to that, I want to talk.
Damn. Did you see Dame Lillard file for divorce?
Yeah, I saw that.
Hold out here, bro.
There's some women in there's some women in Milwaukee.
No, I've never been.
I'm kidding. I'm joking. I don't like talking about divorce, especially when there's like kids involved. But Dame filed for it. I think I heard somebody say when a man files for divorce, some shit happened. Anyway,
I mean, Jeezy filed from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When a man filed for divorce, some shit.
You're still losing half, nigga.
All right, so 2 interesting NBA things have happened. Obviously, NBA Media Day happened 2 days ago, and now teams are in training camp. But some interesting news that happened today that we was talking about on the wire: Joel Embiid committed to Team USA, which we've been speculating. We talked about here on this about a while ago. We talked about how Joel Embiid, I think you said it was a long shot, and I was more optimistic about it. But he committed. He told Grant Hill that he's willing to play for Team USA. He had other options, obviously, because he was in a unique situation where he could have played for Team France with Wemby and Rudy Gobert and Evan Fournier, or he could have played for Cameroon with Pascal Siakam. But he's joined. It looks like he's going to be when if healthy, he's going to probably play for Team USA. So, Rell, what do you think this means for Team USA? And what do you think this all but assures us the victory in the Paris Olympics, right? This all but assures it's over.
I mean, this could be one of the best rosters we ever put together. I mean, you get KD, Bron, Joel, Steph, and Book. I mean, that's gonna be in the same roster. I think I don't know. Yeah, I think it's gonna be better than the. I don't know. I got to see the rest of the roster.
Stop.
Before I see it.
You was thinking about saying something about the Redeem team. Don't do it. Don't even do that.
I just got to see who's on the team first because it has a chance to be better than them.
No.
So
prime Kobe and prime. I don't even. That's like post prime Kobe, but still fucking awesome Kobe. And that was prime
Darren Williams on that team. Darren Williams was on that team.
Yeah, but that was still teams. That was prime awesome.
Booz was on that team.
Who?
Booz was on that team.
Booz was still good at the time. See, you're downgrading it. This is past prime LeBron. Name one player that's on this team that's better than that Kobe.
Would never make my lips to say anybody.
Exactly my point. Name one player on this list that
I'm
was
talking
better
about
than that LeBron.
on overall team. Ham just said Braun look like he's in year 3 or 4.
Yeah, and that was bullshit. At first, what I wanted to talk about is some of, because again, me and you talked about this too. We wanted to talk about media day is gone and past, and it's been so many days. But I wanted to talk about some of the bullshit some of these players said during media day. But even though that comment by Ham was said no, it was a today or yesterday. That was said during the training camp interview, and it made me mad. Yo, Darvin Ham, respectfully, you're an idiot. There's no way that today's LeBron James, oldest player in NBA, looks like third year LeBron James.
That's crazy, bro.
Stop lying to us.
You don't believe.
We saw third year LeBron James.
You don't believe.
We
you don't believe.
We saw, I don't know about you, Rell, but I saw.
Do you believe?
I saw third year LeBron James. I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I saw him. I saw that guy.
I believe that he has a chance to turn back the hands of clock this year. So that's just me. But I believe so.
I think LeBron is going to have a very solid, awesome season. I think he's going to be, if there's any slippage, it's going to be like 5% from last year, because obviously he was hurt towards the end of last year.
His numbers are going to drop because look at the fucking team he's on.
Yeah, I think LeBron's going to, my point, I don't think LeBron's going to suck at all this year. I think the Lakers are primed to be a dark horse championship. My problems with
dark horse championship. What the fuck is that?
I think they're a dark horse champion.
Wow. All right. You don't believe?
I don't believe that. Vegas believes that too. That's why they're like 6th in the odds.
And that's crazy. And I've already hit them to win the championship. They should be the favorite.
All right, man. This is an audio podcast, and we didn't have to stray in this area because I didn't think this was really controversial at all.
Depth,
I think the
size and health.
We do this thing where you overcompensate your teams that you root for, like you do with the Cowboys. You just do again. I think the Lakers win the championship too, but you saying them their favorites is crazy, especially what the Celtics did. And what
better than the Celtics
and the Bucks?
yeah. Porzingis, Bumfoot, and Al Horford couldn't even play. Al Horford couldn't even play in the playoffs.
Didn't we just talk about how?
Al Horford couldn't even play in the playoffs last year, bro.
Bro, the Lakers aren't better than the Nuggets.
Get the fuck out of here. They are down. They are right now. Yes, they are. They are right now. And we were gonna prove this shit up in the night.
Today, they're not better than Nuggets. Can they?
They are.
Okay.
No, they're better than Nuggets right now.
All right, man.
Better Nuggets.
All right, you got it. Okay, so
Bruce Brown's not there.
What's the Lakers predictor Lakers record this year? Just real quick. Just
they'll win 55 games. 55 and 47.
Okay.
27.
And you definitely bang that over because that's some free money for you, right? That's free money for you.
Yes, I mean.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Shout out to you. I don't even know where to go.
You don't believe?
No, I believe the Lakers can win the championship, but I don't. They're not a guaranteed champion. No.
Can we talk about Sexy Red Lion?
Please talk about Sexy Red. Let's go.
Sexy Red fucking lied about everything. She lied about everything. Sexy Red fucking lied. That's all I'm gonna say.
Can you tell me what she lied about? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Tell me.
Well, today, Sexy Red happened to leak her a sex tape onto her Instagram stories. And I don't know how it got to my phone, but
I know how it got to your phone. You hit search or you clicked it.
And I saw it, and she just lied. That's all I'm gonna say. She just lied. She lied. She lied. Or Pound Town. She lied.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
she lied about how good and supposedly her box was, but I don't believe that. So from based off the video, it didn't look that. Yeah, let's just say
Wow.
she
So
yeah.
you can just the strength of the video is what you need to see that if that's what you want.
I mean, you can tell a lot. You can tell a lot. You can tell a lot. Let's just say, yeah, I don't want to get to the disgustingness of the video. Let's just say Sexy Red, she's a liar. And all her music is capped. So I don't want to hear nothing about it no more.
So since Sexy Red said, I didn't know it was going in this direction, but I was prepared just in case Rell pulled some shit like this and went in this direction. So Sexy Red, after her leak, uh, uh, released a statement saying, "I'm so heartbroken. Anybody that know me knows I would never do no goofy shit like that." Like, but my problem was respectfully, Sexy Red. My problem with this, you sent that comment and you turn your comments off. That says something. That says a little something to me. You left the ability to like it, to heart it, and you left the ability to retweet it, but you took off the ability to comment in there. So that's a little interesting to me. But again, shout out to Sexy Red. It's on brand. I think this is. I think she's gonna be fine.
Also, just announced next week, Braun gonna be doing Thursday night football, y'all.
I saw
Braun
that.
doing Braun through, yeah. We all tuning in. Everybody tune in next week as a family. Thursday night with Braun. Also, Braun's picks on Sunday mornings.
He
Tune
missed
into
two
Braun's
games. He missed.
IG
He
Live.
got two games wrong, and
He's better than ESPN. So
he got two games wrong, and one of them was the Browns game because he said he went with his heart.
but yeah, anyways, fuck Sexy Red. Uh, let's move on from her.
All right, so last basketball topic before we I don't even know. Oh, we talk about Drake. Um, I guess we should talk about James Harden now because there's been a new development, right? So James Harden did not show up to day one of media day because he did not want to speak to reporters, which is smart. But he did show up to the first training camp day, and judging by some of the comments by some of his teammates, like Tobias Harris, they said he's playing hard, he's working hard, and he seemed like a guy that wants to be there for his teammates. Rel, what do you make of this? Is this just do you think he's there to just raise hell, or is he actually gonna play along and be a good soldier until they find and play well, and then when they find a good trade for him, then he'll just do it that way. What do you think is gonna happen
I
with James
mean, it
Harden?
sounds all good, and from the outside looking in, it sounds all good. Everything that I watched, he looked like he was part that. I don't know. They make it media day like, oh, it's like pictures of Harden with a ball. Is he working? It's like, geez, like not that fucking serious. Just Harden. Um, I don't know. I mean, from now there's reports of what the team wants now. Supposedly they want Terrence Mann to pick, which I've always said I'm not taking nothing less than Powell, Man, in 2 picks. That's the trade that I want. And if I have to do something else to make the salary work, I'll take Morris. Or so if I have to take a third player. But I want Powell and Man in this trade.
Mhm.
And so I believe Powell and Man can make Philadelphia equally as competitive as James Harden can this
I got
year.
a question, and this is just me just spitballing, and I know the Clippers will say no to this, but the Clippers are negotiating contracts for I'm sorry, extensions for Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, right? But the Clippers are playing hardball as they should because both players have been hurt and they've just been sitting there with their hands out, like asking for more money, asking for just hey, just you're gonna give us the max, right? Even though I think Kawhi Leonard, since he's been a Clippers, only played 48%, no, 49% of his games. I think that was a stat that came out around the wire, which is insane. Paul George has played more games. If if James Harden balls in Philly again, I already pretty much know the answer is no. And you know Daryl Morey swings for the fences. Would you think a James Harden, Paul George swap?
I would trade Kawhi before I trade Paul George.
Mm,
I would trade Kawhi, and I think Kawhi fits with Nick Nurse. I would trade Kawhi. I want no parts of what Kawhi, the operation Kawhi, from here on out. Like, so I would trade. Like, I just
so you would do Harden,
Tucker.
uh, Tucker. The Clippers give up Kawhi, man,
No,
picks.
if they're giving up Kawhi, they're not giving up man, and they're not giving up picks.
Mm, okay. Okay. I was just thinking because to me, the Clippers is going to be a desirable place anyway, and they're so strapped with cap. I mean, obviously they have they have the expiring contracts of Covington and somebody else that I can't think of off the top of my head.
Covington, Batum, and
Batum,
Morris.
Batum is expiring as well too.
I
And
mean,
Morris, right? I was just thinking to myself like, if you couldn't come to terms with if you're the Clippers and you can't come to terms with these guys, would you just be like, all right, at least again, I'm dancing with the devil with James Harden, but at least I don't know this devil. At least he plays when he's getting paid.
if they can add it, if they can do it, I would do it just because I feel like the Clippers need a shakeup. Because I mean, at
Because
bare
Harden,
minimum,
Paul George fits. I mean, I don't know how good you're going to be. Harden, I mean, Westbrook, Harden. I mean, we already saw Westbrook, and this will be the third iteration of Westbrook and Harden, by the way. Westbrook, Harden, and Paul George. I mean, that team kind of fits. I mean, Westbrook. I don't know how Westbrook would play with when Harden says he wants the ball, and according to reports, he was planning to go to Houston to win the scoring championship. That's where his mind was.
but I just think overall for the Clippers, I like that move. It will create a shakeup. It would mean even if
And that would be
like
something exciting. I guess that some people still root for Harden. That would be something exciting for you to go into your new building, right?
well, I mean, he's on a 1 year deal. You trying to bring
Yeah, I
him back
mean,
for
you
a
would
couple more
trade
years?
for him and with the little wink, wink, saying that you would sign him for, I guess, a 3 year or 4 year. He probably wants a 4 year, but he would probably get a three from me.
I mean, but I just don't like the Kawhi business, and I would try to. I personally would from the Clippers. I would trade Kawhi
Would
because
you prefer the Kawhi business or the James Harden business? Because they're both
I
icky.
would I would prefer the James Harden business on certain situations. This is one of them. Like I would prefer the James Harden situation anywhere other than Brooklyn because the Brooklyn was just going to be a shit show either way, and I didn't see how those players fit each other.
Yeah.
In Philly, I saw how he fit with Joel Embiid, and with the Clippers, I can see how he can fit with Russell Westbrook. I can see how he can fit with the front line of him, PJ Tucker,
Yeah.
Zubac. I can see how that team works.
And
That
Kawhi
team.
and Joel and on the like, if you're Daryl Moore and you see your rivals doing what they did. The Boston Celtics literally did everything they could to strengthen their front line. They got Drew Holiday. They're top six. Everybody's in the league. All the talking heads and all the shows are saying they have the best top six in the NBA. I think their defense is going to be incredible. You're not going to be able to score on them. If White is going to be the weak link, and he's not a weak link in the chain, they're going to be very hard to score against. Obviously, everybody knows what Milwaukee did. We I we me and you talked about it earlier today. That I played I was playing 2K, and the Dame Giannis pick and roll is completely unguardable. To me, there's nothing you can do about it. Like the offense can be stuck in mud. It just There's nothing you're going to be able to do with the Dame, and you're going to get a good shot or they're going to get fouled. That's how good that pick and roll is going to be. Um, I just To me, it's a shot in the dark playing the Kawhi game, and Daryl Morey is just the gambler to try to do it. Kawhi Leonard and Joel Embiid, to me, I don't know if they'd be quite still in there in the Celtics and Bucks tier, but they're not far off anymore to me, especially with they still got Tyrese Maxey on their team. Tobias Harris, whose contract is expiring, they can probably figure something out with him. Their team. Kelly Oubre. Patrick Beverly, I think, is over there too. I think they're still really good. So, I haven't heard that being talked about enough. Where it's just like the Clippers aren't offering enough. Maybe Daryl Morey saying like, "Yo, give me Paul George or Kawhi Leonard." Maybe he's talking about one of those two players. That's what I was thinking about. All right, so we'll end on this. So obviously tonight, well, we thought tonight was going to be a thing. Drake's album For All My Dogs is dropping. Jarrell is really mad because before he didn't know before we hit record that the album is dropping at 6 a.m. Drake is making people wait till 6 a.m. to listen to his music. I'm not mad at it because to me, I'm gonna get to it when I get to it.
Bigger than Yay.
I'm gonna get to it when I get to it. That's how I feel.
You don't care. You'll get to it when you get to it.
Yeah, I'll get to it when I get to it.
This is my weekend is surrounded by. This is the high. This is one of the
it will
few
still
highlights
come out
of my
during
weekend.
the weekend. You don't need to listen to it on Friday.
I'm gonna be fucking busy and away from the house where I can't listen to it. This is probably one of the best times.
Oh, so this sounds like so this is a you thing.
I like when the music come out around normal times. He's not bigger than Ye. He ain't bigger than Beyonce.
Why is this a Ye thing? Why are you doing comparisons?
I'm saying not bigger than them. They release on normal days, so
he's doing it on a Friday. They be thankful he didn't do it on Sunday. So he did release a track list. I'm gonna just this is again so you guys who are listening to this and watching this podcast will obviously the music will be out. You guys will have the benefit of the doubt of knowing everything that we're going to talk about, but right now I'm just going to speculate on some stuff. That this is the only stuff that me and Rell know as of right now as we're recording this at 9:13 Thursday night. So he dropped the track list, 23 songs, 2 interludes. I don't know if people have heard it already, but they're saying track 1, Virginia Beach, off rip, but they're saying it's a diss to your boy Push, which would be dope if he started off the album like that. But I think I told you I was like, none of these titles of the songs are pulling me. Obviously today he dropped his timestamp song, which is popular. He's done. Which is probably his most popular series, and out of the songs he does, he did 8 a.m. Charlotte. His son was in the video, which was pretty cool. I hate when people make fun of children. People was making fun of his kid in the comments. I thought that was whack. Yeah, but 24 songs, 2 interludes. Slime You Out is on here. So we'll see. I'm interested. We can't see any of the features. Rell said he's. I've speculated a while ago, and you guys can go back and listen to the tape. I said Cole and Drake have a song together. It was leaked that there was people on the internet that I trusted talking about it, that they were seen in the studio together, and it's confirmed. Rell, you confirmed it, Rell, where you said it's on here, right? So I'm going with you. I'm going off the strength of you. So
it's on there.
According to Rell, one of these tracks is a J. Cole and Drake song. Hopefully, it's not like ready, Rell?
In the morning.
Me and my bitch took a little trip.
No, hopefully, fuck that. Hopefully, it's not like in the morning.
In the garden is hard. In the morning is hard.
Yeah, it probably just got old to me.
In the morning is. I still listen to that song. In the Morning is hard. That's a tough song. I'm talking about the J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar song off of his second album where everybody was hyped for, and ended up being Me and My Bitch Took a Little Trip. Same thing with the Young Jeezy track that what's the name of that Jeezy track that we thought we was gonna get one with J. Cole and Kendrick, ended up being not great. I forgot.
Nigga. I forgot. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't want to say this about it. As
I'm gonna look up the name of the song while you saying that. Keep going.
My nickname's OVO around these streets. I'm just waiting on this, and I just hope he gives us something better than honestly never mid. I hope he gives us album, for us out here, the fuck niggas in the world, for the dogs, You know, for the bad guys. You know, an album just for us. This is what we need. This is why we need this. We need an album for the bad guys. This album was made for us, for
Is
the
it?
dogs. And if you bullshit, then I'd be pissed off. But I have so many. I mean, Drake on a conductor beat, and for
American
you
Dream is the name of the
assholes,
song. American Dream. Keep going.
and for you assholes who said Griselda didn't change rap when they clearly changed rap and been the biggest group since the fucking Wu-Tang Clan. You see Drake on a conductor beat, because we never even heard of conductor beats until West Side Gun came out with conductor beats. Now everybody wants a fucking conductor beat. West Side Gun is literally, I mean, West Side Gun is probably one of the most, since Ye, he's going to be one of the biggest rap fashion icons since Ye, because the West Side Gun is on the fashion tip. And
Some
I
people
just,
buy his clothing a lot.
I'm telling you, West Side Gun, he's
His
one of the
merch, I
biggest
should say.
fashion rapper icons. He's gonna be bigger than Kanye if he can just stay. West Side Gun is a genius. He and the whole Griselda line, and now we're getting Drake on conductor beats. This is before you assholes who said Griselda never influenced rap. Like I said, biggest fucking rap group since Wu-Tang. And with West Side, with a group that has West Side Gun
Wait,
in it.
whoa, you can't say that. Mr. Migos is top 3.
No, I'm talking about how they changed the sound. Migo is different. It's different, bro. But the whole
You're
thing
not
is
doing you're not going to job of
Griselda
explaining how it's different. But
is Wu
okay.
Tang, Griselda, and Migos in the top 5 greatest rap groups of all time. You know, that's just my top. That's my
Yeah.
top 3 right there.
Just make sure you clarify it's your top.
I mean, I don't. There's nothing wrong with that. It goes Wu
I
Tang.
don't want your top. I'm cool.
You
Pause.
kiss my ass.
Pause.
You kiss my ass.
Pause. Yeah, man, can't wait to hear the album. I'm excited. Something to rock to during my workouts.
Nigga, where do you be working out at? Sound like you look like you about to run off the side of a mountain.
I know that's a little fly, a little part. It's a little fly.
Also, I would love for Kanye to get in that spear, bro. Man, if Kanye was able to get, if they were able to give Kanye the spear for like a set and just say, hey, go ahead, do whatever you want to do for this. Oh my goodness. Oh my. That's the only person I think that can really push the limit of the spear to the spear limit that it needs to be pushed to. I think is the only person that would ever really do that is Ye, because nobody wants to. That's why they throw U2 in there for the first couple of U2 weeks. Like, who the fuck listens to U2? Like, come on now.
It's sold out every night, bro.
That's not what we listening to.
but it's sold out every night, bro.
Because they want to keep us out of there.
Every single night, YouTube.
So the spear ain't for niggas, is what you're telling me. The spear ain't for niggas.
So
the spear ain't for niggas.
I'm pretty sure some people want to see you too.
Oh, ain't nobody listening. Yeah, all the blue hairs and old heads that come out from the bingo casinos.
I literally passed by the spear literally today, and I don't know if they were doing a tour because I passed by it like at 9, like at
doing a residency.
Huh?
It's a residency until like the end of the year.
I know, but they're not performing early in the day. It was 9 o'clock.
Sound check. This is another weekend coming up.
These were just regular folks. These were just regular folks walking up into the spear. I don't know if they were doing again. I don't know if they were doing.
They need to put Ye in the spear,
but I don't know.
Put Ye and would have him do the Donda album or something with the spear. Let Ye put Ye in there. He's the only one that really does visual art and music correctly.
So I'll say this and we can get out of here. So also today it was announced that, I mean, who didn't see this coming? So along with Usher doing his Super Bowl halftime show, and his album releasing that Sunday after the show, Usher is gearing up for a world tour, which again, who knew? He was, like I said, he was getting his stamina up. Obviously,
don't tell me it don't mean nothing no more. Don't tell me it don't mean nothing no more for somebody performing halftime.
Getting his stamina up out here for his residency, and then he got the Super Bowl, and he's using that to springboard to a world tour. I think that's so fly. I think congratulations to Usher. I think that's the dopest shit ever. And that's how you. For a concert that you're not being paid for, you should use it to your advantage to to make money off of it. And I think Usher's doing it the right way. One of the
Don't
GOAT.
tell
The
me.
GOAT, if you ask me.
It don't
The
mean
GOAT
nothing
besides
no
the one that's
more.
in jail.
But I just want to say this, Usher got a bop out with that good. He got another one out called Glue that really smoke. I got hope for this album. Usher, I don't know who Usher been, because this don't sound like Raymond versus Raymond.
He's back with JD. He said he's been working with Babyface. He's been working with them ones. He's been working with the ones.
Whoever you was working with the last 2 albums before this, don't ever work with them again. So
he's been working with them ones. Man. So
because good is a bop, and I think I was gonna I said 21 Savage. Good. We don't need 21 Savage in the song. We need another Usher verse after the Summer Walker. We don't need 21 Savage on every R&B fucking song.
All right. With that, thank you, Rell. Appreciate you. Don't forget, I forgot to say this up top, but don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. It helps the pod go a long way. I did not know after Thursday night football games you get concerts. So right now I'm watching Little Durk perform after Thursday night football, which is strange. I would turn the thing, but this side.
Is a Smirk concert going on?
It's this side of the TV is.
I'm missing the next Jay-Z.
Okay. For Rell, I'm Kev. We're those millennials, and we're out.